Hey, what's up? All right, I'm back. Take two, everybody. This is what happens when you have to run things by yourself. This is why you need to come to a studio where you get an engineer to run everything for you. Welcome, everybody, to the Rubsam and Horrmann Fun Time American Happy Hour Q&A with Ming Chen. Thank you for rejoining me. If you were watching before, hopefully you can hear all my melodic tones here. I am just hanging out here, just me and my friends, some cold Rubsam and Horrmann IPA beer that I picked up locally at my at Circus Wines and Liquors in Shrewsbury, New Jersey. If you're looking to get some from that location, I'm sorry. I literally bought the last six pack. So, Brian Quinn, if you're watching or listening, or if anybody is maybe near his vicinity, uh, maybe you can ask him to get his minions to deliver more six packs to the Circus Wines and Liquors over in Shrewsbury, New Jersey. If but if you're in New York, they're distributing all over New York. They're around most places, not most places, some places in New Jersey. I hear they're shipping to Pennsylvania, and they're going to they're taking over the world, my friends. And here we go. So hello everybody on Instagram. Hello everybody on Facebook. Hello everybody on YouTube. Hello wherever you're watching this. And if you can't get the beer, the least you can do is go to rhbeer.com and buy some merchandise like I did. I got this sweet Benjamin Cat shirt, and if you check my social media, I miraculously fit into a woman's medium slash large crop top. I did that because I had to get a photo. Sex sells, everybody. Um, so so that's what's going on. If you've not had the beer though, it is pretty awesome. There's an IPA, there's an amber, and there's a lager, and I've had all three of them. I have drank all three of them. I've served all three of them. I was at the RNH, the Rubsam and Horrmann launch party, guest bartending with such luminaries as Brian Johnson, Brian O'Halloran, Joey Fatone, Sal Volcano. It was good. So if if you're in any doubt, pick up this beer. There's a lot of craft beers out there. This is one of my favorites. So I drink a lot of craft beer. I I drink a lot of craft beer. I like a lot of craft beer. I love a lot of craft beer. This is one of the ones that I love. So, and if you're fortunate enough to get an Practical Jokers movie Pilsner beer glass, Pilsner glass, then it tastes even better. So, Stephen Boyd Holmes asked how much was the shirt. I believe it was 20 or $25. Very very reasonable. Oddly enough, the crop top that I had, which is way less material, is more. I think it's 28.99 or something like that. I also picked up a couple patches, and yeah, I bought everything I could. So, if you want to find out where you can buy this beer, go to rhbeer.com. There's a locator there, and uh, if they're able to ship it over to you, um, you can find that out as well. They're getting there. They're getting there. Jen Stanley, what's up? Jen Stanley has the has the Brian Quinn beer in her fridge. You have great taste, Jen. You've always had great taste. You will always have great taste. You're one of my favorite people. You and your crazy husband and your crazy daughter are some of my favorites, and you guys drink great beer. Well, not your daughter. I think she's like 8, 9, 10. So, yeah. So there are a lot of people, but you know, in the last few weeks, my loyalty for Brian Quinn and his beer came into question, and I'm here to debunk those rumors and say nothing could be farther from the truth. I love and drink this beer. I love and drink many beers. The thing I love most about life is variety, my friends. I love anything with variety: food, fine cigars, wine, but most of all, beer. Beer. There's so many varieties of beer that I you can't even name them all right now. But when you have such a variety, you wanna whittle it down to the best. And so the beers that you see me posting on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook and Twitter, I only endorse the best ones. And for the most part, nobody is paying me to do so. Although I would love to be paid to endorse beer. And sometimes we do. And but even if I do get paid to endorse something, I don't think I would ever endorse a beer that I didn't love, like a complete crap beer. I couldn't get behind that. And there are some crappy beers out there. I'm not going to name them because they're not paying me to do so either way. So, but if you love beer, pick up Rubsam and Horrmann Beer. How it's made by Brian Quinn, one of the Impractical Jokers, a member of the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast. What more do you need to know? And a dear friend of ours. So, what more do I have to say? I'm wondering, can I chug this last and crack open another one? I wish these were a little colder, but and to prove how much I love this beer, so I'm wearing the Benjamin Cat shirt. I actually accidentally ordered an extra one, so I have an extra medium size of this shirt. If anybody out there is a size medium and maybe wants it, comment on Instagram, comment on Facebook. I'll pick a lucky winner for the extra. I think it's a long sleeve, or is this a 3/4 length? It's a 3/4 length shirt. Why not? I don't need two of them. I need two of them. So for one lucky gal or guy out there, I'll send it over to you, and you two can spread the word of Rubsam and Horrmann Beer, everybody. So let's get to some questions here. Inside the Booth podcast, one of our beloved podcasters here on the Shared Universe Network, part of the Face Off Hockey Network as well. These guys know and love sports. Hockey is one of their main focuses, but what is the best sports podcast that you produce? Well, we got two of them, of course, the Inside the Booth podcast that records here weekly. I'm also part of the Cameron Woolley Show, which is one of our other beloved sports podcasts. Got to give both of them a shout out. We would love more sports podcasts here. We just recently, every so often, Talking Baseball with Sal Angelotti stops in and records here as well. I would love a whole bunch of sports podcasts here. I love sports. Podcasts. So Inside the Booth, check them out. They're on iTunes, they're on Spotify, they're on the Shared Universe Podcast Network. So Tim Chan _ says, tell Quinn to tell True TV to pick up Comic Book Men. I think if there was one guy that could bring us back, that has enough influence out there and power out there in Hollywood and the TV world, it would be Brian Quinn. If the only guy higher than him that I can think of is Kevin Smith. So I would love to be part of the True TV family. Imagine if there was a show that would break up the 24/7 of Impractical Jokers. Now I love knowing that I could tune in to True TV at any time of day and see an episode of Impractical Jokers. But again, like I said earlier, variety is the spice of life, right? So what if maybe between the hours of midnight and say 5 a.m. they could play some Comic Book Men, like the all new Comic Book Men, starring Ming Chen. That would be pretty awesome. Brought to you by Brian Quinn and sponsored by Rubsam and Horrmann Beer. That would be pretty cool, right? So Tim, good question. I can't make this happen myself, but Brian Quinn could. So that's I think that's probably one of our best bets for bringing Comic Book Men back. So Nina Red, when can I order the Shared Universe crop top? Let me work on that, my friend. Let me work on that. Nina Rad. We did do gold foil off the shoulder tops. We did have some crop hoodies, but for any hot Californians, Shared Universe crop tops if the demand is out there, I will do it, and it sounds like the demand is out there. So let's go to Facebook over here at this late hour. Stephanie Marie, what's going on? Hey Ming, how's your night going? Very well. I got beer, I got live streams, I got people watching. Life is good, my friends. Life is good. Olivia wants sharing her speedos. Probably not happening. I still have my orange one that I wore in Comic Book Man somewhere. I think it's in storage somewhere. Chris Mann, what's up? Christopher Mann, gold foil. Oh 08 affliction. Gold foil's cool, my friends. So, yeah, from I had a bunch of gold foil stuff made up, and then when I went to go pick them up, our screen printers were like, "Man, that was a pain in the ass." So I think they're trying to, dissuade me from doing it. Jen Broomall wants rompers. Jen, you look great in a romper. Custom rompers for hot Floridian ladies. Let me think about that, Jen. Let me think about that. Yeah. Jen, how are you? Jen Brumo is one of the premier artists out there. Artist and comic book artist. Definitely check her stuff out. She she can knock everything out of the park. I love her style. Jen, I'm gonna have to commission something from you. Hopefully we'll be seeing each other at a Comic-Con soon. For sure. Chris Hewitt, hey Ming, will there be a shared New Year's tank top? Let me think about that. We have not. I made a small run of ladies tank tops. They were pretty cool. They were some light blue racerback tank tops with our microphone logo on them. I may have to bring those back for sure. So, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, and yeah, Jen, you just brought up something. I miss going to conventions. So it's been the last convention I went to was Astronomicon in Sterling Heights, Michigan. That was in early February. So it's almost been a whole year. It's almost been a whole year for sure. Hey, and Rachel out in Nebraska says, "How about hot dogs are for closers shirts?" Rachel, if you really want one, I'll get those made. Those are pretty easy. Those are pretty easy to make. I had like two made ever. One is in my closet. The other one, I think though I might have given the other one to Brian Johnson, or I might have sold it. I could get those made as well. So, and yeah, Chris, man, last trip I took was PAX. Which PAX, Chris? PAX East, PAX West, PAX South? It's probably East. Boston? That's what I would guess. So, Stephen Marie asks, when are they opening the new stash? I am hearing, I think Kevin put a post up yesterday that said, due to the slow moving permit system in our beloved town of Red Bank, New Jersey, that it was supposed to open on January 1st. I think they pushed that back to February 1st. So from the photos I've seen, it looks pretty awesome. There's, Ernie O'Donnell's working on it, so he's the man. He's the man for sure. Steve Cardona says, "Damn Mets." Yeah, you're damn right. Those damn Mets. That if you get a billionaire to buy the team, expect some good moves. When you have money, what do? You spend it. So you buy cool stuff with it. His cool stuff, his version of cool stuff are superstar baseball players like Francisco Lindor. So, yeah. So, and Chris Mann, like esports. I love esports. We don't have any esports podcasts here though. I want to do more streaming of game streaming here. I may need some help on that. I can do it, but I'm looking for someone who eats, sleeps, breathes esports and game streaming. If you're out there and you do that, hit me up. We want to do more game streaming in here for sure. So, Jen, is this a malt or hoppy beer? This is definitely a hoppy beer. It's definitely a very hoppy IPA, the Rubsam and Horrmann. Let's read the description on the back of the can here, which says, "Old World meets West Coast of Staten Island. The serenely balanced IPA takes American experimental hops and pairs them with English and German malts for a tangy, tropical, biscuity mouth bomb. Is there anything better than a good mouth bomb? Did Brian Quinn write this? Because is he a fan of mouth bombs? I I I love mouth bombs. Who doesn't love a good mouth bomb? I wonder if Brian wrote this. We got to ask him that. Let's say yes for sure. Um, does anybody want a can of beer? I don't know if legally I'm able to ship this, but I'll try. I'll disguise it as something. I'll smuggle it. Throw up a comment if you want a can of RNH IPA. I'm not above breaking the law a little bit and shipping alcoholic or straight lines. Just if you want a can, tag Quinn, tag Rubsam and Horrmann, and yeah, I got six, well five now, but I got cans here. If you want one and you can't get it where you are, I'll ship you a can. Yeah, why not? Or Chris, man, I'll save you a can because I can. You're not far. I'll get you a can for sure. They're hard to find, but I have a feeling that that won't be the case soon. All they need is a really like a nationwide distribution network. From what I hear, is it's not easy. It's not easy, but there are ways to do it. There are loopholes, and yeah, if anybody wants a can of Q, I'll uh, I'll figure it out. I love the tagline here: is RNH beer. Get it in your gullet. Get it in your gullet. Which I am. Cheers. Cheers, everybody. I'm gonna chime in. Yeah, you guys can tell Q that I'm giving away his beer because it's easy marketing, man. Easy marketing. So the disgraced Randall says Oregon is gonna be the last on the list to get it from being so far away. But Oregon, like you have Ninkasi Brewing in Eugene, my friend. Ninkasi, which you'll be hearing about soon, because I'm a big fan of Ninkasi Brewing of Eugene, Oregon. We're gonna be doing some unboxings with them later. So I mean, Portland, Oregon beer is really good. You got nothing to complain about. So, um, let's go to some questions here. Brian Spencer 01. Is it true that you have a flux capacitor from Back to the Future tattoo? That would be a yes. I do. Um, yeah, this is what done by my friend Josh, who was a cast member of the TV show Epic Inc. That focused on geek tattoos. Josh Bodwell, who I've not seen in a long time. I miss him. Um, Next time I see him, I want to see if maybe I can add a little bit here to this. Maybe some like sparks, something a little more explosive here. And I don't know. Let's do a whole Back to the Future sleeve, maybe. That would be fun. That would be fun. David Felter, did you watch Wonder Woman 1984? Yes, I did. Next question. Like, um, let's see here. Mer Matthew, favorite Tell 'em Steve Dave moment. That's a tough one. That's a great that's a great question. Any of the rap battles between me and Brian Johnson, just because they were so absurd. The anytime I won anything, which was very rare on Tell 'em Steve Dave, I probably my favorite moment is winning the 1 True 3, the Blue Juice Comics 1 True 3 Invitational, just because how disappointed everybody was. I think everybody wanted to see it come down to Brian Johnson and Brian Quinn, and when they got knocked out early, and it became me and a battle of lies and wits between me and Mike Zapsik. I think a lot of people that disappointed a lot of people. So, um, I also won some money from that, so everybody had to chip in $100. So that was a good one. That was a good one. This is a great question from Sheriff 21. What's the day to day like running a podcast studio? Do you produce and engineer episodes all day? Yes. Yes. From we are 24/7, 365 here. Typically, the earliest podcast that usually comes in is 9 a.m. It's usually on Fridays, and the latest, usually latest one leaves around that usually records or leaves around 11 or 11:30 a.m. P.m. So yeah. So we have an engineer here for every podcast that records here, whether it be me. I've hired two other people. Some of you may be familiar with Christian Cortez and Chris Mad. Got a couple engineers here, but for the most part, yeah, I try to take as many podcasts myself as I can, because I like being here. for other podcasters. So the starts in the morning, producing, recording podcasts. Then after they leave, editing and sending them finished files, cleaned up files, little light editing. We do video here as well, so sometimes it involves video as well, which is a pain in the ass. But I'm getting used to it. It's a lot more work. But I know it's a very visual world right now, so which is why we do so much live streaming here, and where some people don't. Not everybody live streams. Some people just record, but they take their recorded podcasts, put them up on Instagram, IGTV, or Facebook or YouTube, or they'll take clips and throw them on Insta stories. So it's great. It's a good way to market, if anything, definitely. So that's and then it's social media, a lot of maintenance, and then just marketing this place, just telling people that we're here. That's the day to day. It's a long but fun day for sure. And Ed Cho, one of our beloved podcasters, check out the Comics on Cannabis podcast. Definitely follow them on social media because Ed, your social media game is strong. You've been posting some really, really funny memes lately. And I mean, you're a comedian, so I knew you had it in you. Ed recently performed as well. I'm trying to remember where, but he was actually, Ed's a comedian as well, hence the comics part of comics, the Comics on Cannabis podcast. Looking forward to getting back to Eatontown. Ed, you can also come to our studio at Bellworks. We're almost there, my friend. We can record there. As of today, we can live stream from there. And I got my vision, the things I want to build out there are almost there, my friend. But he's and Ed is happy that Francisco Lindor is a Met. If you want to talk a little baseball right here, the Mets are definitely not done spending their money, my friends. So I think George Springer is all but a lock for the Mets, which makes him a stronger team. Will they sign Trevor Bauer? The trend seems to be for the teams to just stack and stock up on starting pitching, i.e. see the San Diego Padres. Teams are getting smart, my friends. They know that the key to winning is good starting pitching. I don't think Trevor Bauer is going to get the Garrett Cole money that he wants, but he deserves not that much money, but a lot of money. He's pretty good. He's going to get as many years guaranteed, I think, this time as he can. And as great a pitcher as Trevor Bauer is, I want to podcast with his agent. I believe Rachel Luba. I follow her on Instagram. I think she's got an interesting story. I want to talk to her. I want to know what her story is. So, Megan Fisher, what's up? Megan, are you watching me from the desert, from Death Valley or wherever you're gallivanting around on horses? I love that. My friend Megan, who you should definitely follow on social media or watch her. She's one of the Whispers on The Walking Dead. She took off for the desert to get away, but apparently there's very strong Wi-Fi out there. So, Megs, I miss you. I will come party with you in Las Vegas soon, or Frankfort, Kentucky, wherever you wind up. She's back in Las Vegas, where they definitely have good internet. God, I have not been to Vegas in I think 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, maybe 2 years. I can't remember now. I had a great time there. I ate, I drank, we saw DJs, we ate sushi. It was a fun time. Saw the sunrise. It's pretty amazing for sure. So, Mike Silk, also a Shared Universe podcaster, asks, did you watch Cobra Kai Season 3? I did. I thought it was great. I thought probably the best season out of all three. First season was great, brought you back into the fold. Although for Karate Kid fans like us, we never left the fold. We were guys like us watch Karate Kid, the whole trilogy, at least once a year. So first season was great, brought you back in the fold. I think the purpose of the second season was to set up the third season, and so they knocked it out of the park, man. If you have not watched it, check it out. I'm so glad that they got picked up by Netflix. Listen, I love you, YouTube, but I ain't paying for you. So, and yeah, so YouTube Red, I don't even know what's on there anymore. So, they they did a great job. And hey, Megan, if you're watching, thank you for the Christmas card. I wish I had it in front of me. It's pretty awesome. Thank you. Just wanted to shout that out over there. Let's see here. How many wishes from a genie would it take to get Walt on an episode of ISO Comics? Walt's been on ISO Comics. He when he wrote Knights of the Fifth Dimension, not wrote when he illustrated the comic book Knights of the Fifth Dimension. We had him on to promote it, and it was fun. It was fun because it was our show, and I don't think he made fun of me once on that show. Like he actually talked very seriously about the process of drawing and helping shape that comic book. Check that one out. I cannot remember what episode that was, but that was so it would take 0 wishes from a genie to get Walt on ISO Comics. The S. Jordan asks, how much bigger is the new stash? That's a great question. I don't know square footage wise. I would say, well, the basement is huge. The basement runs along the whole length of the main part, and I would maybe 30% bigger. Maybe I'm probably off on that. I didn't go in there with a measuring tape and do the math, but it feels quite a bit bigger. Now, granted, the last time I was in there was nothing in there, and if you go into a building with nothing in it, everything seems big then. But let's say 30%. It's like 1/3 bigger. Let's say that. So, let's see here. What other? Wow, we gotta look good questions here. When you were Why didn't this? There we go. When you were filming Comic Book Man, what did you and AMC do to not make a Pawn Stars carbon copy? Nothing. It was. I think when Kevin pitched the show, he was like, "Well, let's rip off Pawn Stars, but put it inside a comic book shop." So that's what we did to not rip it off. I guess is instead of a pawn shop, we put it in a comic book shop. That's not ripping it off. A comic book shop is nothing like a pawn shop. So that but come on. It's Pawn Stars did it first. But I say we did it better. So and if anyone's like, "Oh, you guys just ripped off Pawn Stars." I'm like, "Yeah, great. Pawn Stars is still going on, maybe, or they went on for a long time. They did like 200 episodes a year. Good on them." So, Anthony Lemma says, "What is going on with the RST spot next to the Smodcast? I met the dude and donated some movies." So COVID definitely, I think, set him back a little bit, and I think he's trying to soldier forward. He's just not. It's like he's not really able to open it because of the pandemic and have people in there. And I think, in addition to having it in a place where you could buy, and I think he was going to try to rent VHS movies and sell them. It was going to be more of like a gathering space as well, which, we can't gather right now. So, yeah. So, see, Mike Chris, do you have a podcast on Spotify? I got 2 of them. 2 of them, Mike Chris. The man with 2 first names. Check out ISO Comics and check out the Ming and Mike Show. And actually 3. I have 3. Check out the Shared Universe Podcast Network, where all of our beloved podcasts reside as well. Connor McMahon 99. Are you looking forward to the WandaVision series on Disney Plus? Yeah, I think it's gonna be really, really, really good. I think the Scarlet Witch and Vision, this like the TV show, I think they have the ability to do whatever they want. So go to any time period, jump into any period show. Like they have like carte blanche over what they want to do, and it's Marvel, my friends. It's Marvel wins like pretty much every time. So they're it's Megs. Thank you. Megan says Pawn Stars is still going on. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, I won't. Megan, are we going to see you on an episode? That would be really cool. If so, blink twice. So I can. That would be cool. Yeah, Pawn Stars is still going on, so it worked for them. Fortunately, Comic Book Man isn't still going on, but I think we should still be going on. So yeah, Greg Gill asks a question. What is your favorite Midwest state and why is it Nebraska? Does Nebraska count as a Midwest? I didn't know. I was thinking Midwest to me is like Chicago, Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, maybe Kentucky. Nebraska, Midwest? No, come on. Is Nebraska part of the Midwest? Um, I grew up in Indiana and Michigan, so I think I spent more time in Michigan. So I'll give it up for Michigan for being the best Midwest state of all time. So yeah, that yeah. Let's see if we got any other Instagram questions here. Favorite cosplay that I've seen at all the cons? That is a great question, my friends. Huh. I think the one that I think I was in Miami and I was like, oh my god, that's badass. Was I'm a big fan of the movie Leon the Professional with Luke, written and directed by Luc Besson, starring Jean Reno and Natalie Portman. And I saw, I guess it was a father and daughter cosplaying as the two main characters from The Professional. So I thought that was cool. So you know the rules: no women, no kids. It's that was, but that one isn't like really elaborate. I'm trying to remember. I've seen a couple like Bumblebee Transformers cosplays where it actually transformed. Those were pretty cool. I've seen some really great cosplays out there. It's hard to pick out one favorite one. They're so elaborate and awesome now. So, but every so often I'll see. I remember I was at Dragon Con not last year but the year before, and there were all these cosplayers from the movie Aliens, and I'm a big Aliens fan, and they all got together for this huge group picture up on this outdoor staircase. That was pretty cool. So, yeah, that's one of my favorite cosplays. I mean I there are many more. I just can't think of them right now because I'm hungry and tired right now. I'm not thinking straight. So that's it's a great time to be on live, right? So um yeah. Uh Anyways, Nick Esconbedo, bring back Pucknuts. Pucknuts is back, everybody. For anybody who doesn't know what Pucknuts is, it was a podcast started in 2010, starring me, Walt, Brian, and our friend Sunday Jeff. And it was supposed to be a hockey podcast about the New Jersey Devils, but Brian Johnson would derail us every episode, so it just kind of became that. And went on hiatus for a while. It is available now on the Tell 'em Steve Dave Patreon. I don't know which tier, maybe the lowest tier, but usually every month or so we record an episode and we release it. So it that is that is fun. So Mike Chris went on Spotify, followed every one of the podcasts I just mentioned. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. Listen and enjoy. So all right, I'm gonna get out of here, eat, um, watch something. I've been really into a Canadian comedy called Kim's Convenience. It's got a bunch of Korean people in it. It stars Simu Liu, who's going to be the next Marvel movie star in Shang-Chi, the Master of Kung Fu. Shang-Chi and the Master of the Ten Rings, I believe the movie is called. And yeah. So I will figure out, I'll man a couple cans of beers if you commented tonight. If you want to mention to Brian Quinn that I am loyal to him and his beer, I'd appreciate that as well. I love seeing a lot of my friends tuning in. Mike Silk, Megan Fisher, Megs, it's great to see you. Jen Broomhoff, you're still watching. Chris Hewitt, who tunes in to every one of our broadcasts here. Sarah, the Q-Tip Moose, is watching me right now in Houston. Sarah, I hope you and your family and your little baby as well. I am looking for. I miss Houston, man. I miss Houston. If you're in Houston, go check out and patronize Coral Sword. the gaming cafe that I'm a partner in. Um, Megan's been to Coral Sword. They dragged her. They didn't drag her. They asked her to be on a live stream, and that I thought that was funny. Everyone's a big fan of you down there, Megan, in Houston. So, all right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Thursday night. Stay safe, everybody. Stay inside. Drink Rubsam and Horrmann Beer, everybody. If you can get it, definitely get it. You know why you should get it? Because not everyone can get it right now, and you should be drinking RNH beer for all the people who can't. But I'm feeling that beers like this, the beers like this, beers like my beloved Ross Brewing Beer, big supporter of a shared universe. These beers will be available everywhere soon, my friends. To be enjoyed, to be drunk, to get you drunk, and to get you through hard times like these. It's a crazy world out there. Sit back, pop open a beer, relax, watch some live streams, and stay inside and be safe, everybody. And to anybody tuning in, this is my first live stream in 2021, but it might be yours. Happy New Year, everybody. I will see you guys soon. Robert Manning, all in caps. What's up, Ming Chen? What's up, Robert Manning? What's up, my friend? All right, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. I'll see you